This is a video that's going to show you guys how to download, install, and connect to a Mumble server. And then once you guys connect, you guys will be shown how to configure your microphone and configure your overlay, push to talks, and so on and so forth on the Mumble itself. Let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Google Chrome, or a browser of your choice. I'm going to use Internet Explorer for this tutorial. Once you get here, you're going to want to go to www.mumble.com. Once you make it here, once it loads, once you make it here, you'll see Download Mumble Client 1.2.3a. Click on it. Once you see it pop up, you'll see Skin and you'll see Regular. I prefer the regular. The skin is just useless, I think. It just makes a blue Mumble skin in the background. Once you click on which one, it's going to start downloading. See it in the bottom. Once it's done, it only takes a few seconds. Then you're going to want to save. And then once it's done, you're going to want to either open containing folder or run it. I just click run. Now since I've already installed this, it's going to tell me that it wants to change or repair or something like that. So I will stop here. If you guys do not know how to follow the on-screen instructions, you guys can leave a comment and I will do my best to explain it for your operating system. Okay, now I'm done with downloading and installing. Now you're going to want to go to wherever you installed Mumble to. Okay, once you see it, some operating systems are more finicky than others. I would suggest you right click on Mumble, then go to Properties, and go to Compatibility and run as administrator like so. Privilege level, run as administrator, apply. Okay, done. A test video once and it kind of came out kind of crappy, so I'm making a new one. Now if you guys want to connect, you're normally going to want to add a favorites to whatever server you're on. Click add new. You will see a thing that pops up, says label, address, port, and username. Put the label whatever you want, so this will be my test number 2. The address, I'm going to do the legionofgamers.mumble.com. And then you put in the port that affiliates with that server. Now, yes, I know I put in log.mumble.com, but it's abbreviated for Legion of Gamers. Username, you put whatever you want. And since I'm an admin on here, when I connect, it's going to change me to z_bad_1. Click connect.
Connected.
Rock on, we're in the Mumble server. Now I'm going to show you one other way how to connect to the server, and then I'll show you guys how to configure. Okay, some sites have their little Mumble on their actual site itself, and they have a little connect button. Just click connect. Then you'll see what program it wants to launch with. Click OK for Mumble.
Connected.
And we're back. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to show you guys how to configure your mic, your audio devices to the actual Mumble itself. So you're going to go to configure and then setting. Okay, make sure you click this advanced button on the bottom, because you see if it's unclicked you get a lot less stuff you can choose from. Okay, once you click audio input, go to device and decide what device you want to use as your microphone. If you don't have a microphone, you'll not see one that will pop up here. So I have a Logitech USB headset, so I have that checked. Now most Mumbles, they don't want you to spam with mics and stuff like that, like hear everyone else around you. So they normally request that you put transmit to push to talk. So once you've done that, all good. Now if you have a low bandwidth connection, you're going to want to lower the quality of your voice. So reduce any kilobytes per second and how many megabytes per second you can use. Now it's default set at 40.0 kb and 20 ms. Lower it if you have a lower connection. If you have a good connection, just leave it the way it is. No point in adding more bandwidth to it. Okay, now we're going to go to audio output. Here is the device that your people's voice is going to come out of if they're talking to you. I would suggest that you pick something that not everyone or else around you is going to be able to hear. So if you have a headset, I would suggest you choose the headset. This other stuff is all about whatever you want to configure. Not going to go into that because it's all user preference. I set it as default. Okay, the user interface is just kind of the way that this is set up over here. You can see that this is the log, this is the tree, and this is where you type your message. So if you want to type something to somebody's channel, you're going to have to click on the channel and then you're going to have to type it in here and then it's going to send it to them. So next thing, shortcuts. This is where you set up shortcuts to add like push to talk buttons and stuff like that. It all depends on your preference and where you want to put the push to talk. Some games, if you put it like on Alt, you'll start doing dancing moves and crap. Other games, Alt is the only thing to choose. Sometimes Z, sometimes right shift. But yes, it all depends what game you play. So, how to add it. Click add, then you'll see unregistered. Then go down the drop menu, click push to talk. Yes, there's a whole bunch of things you can choose from. Then you're going to want to go to shortcuts, click it, and then click a shortcut. Then you'll want to click OK and apply, but if I typed anything else, it would have, whatever, knocked me out of there. Network, message, and plugins. I don't do anything in those, so you guys can do whatever you want in those. Overlay. This is the pretty cool place. You can pop up the frames per second counter. If you want to, it'll be at the top left hand corner, kind of where this little box is. But this is fraps, but it'll be in the same area. You can enable and disable the overlay by clicking this button. You can move around this red dot. This is where everyone's name is going to appear in the overlay itself. So when you're in a game, it'll show up, hey, I'm right there. Okay, right click on the red dot to edit it more. And default, it comes with this border boundary thing that is kind of like really annoying because you can't really see through it, and it's kind of pointless to have in-game, so I always have that disabled. I have mute status on because I want to know when I'm talking to a wall, and I like to see people's usernames, which will light up white when they're actually talking, and then the avatar because I want to see what everyone's avatar is, just for the heck of it. Click apply when you're done. And OK, and all is good. Now, overlay exceptions. There are some games that you want to have overlay and other games you do not. Like APP Reloaded, you have overlay on, it lags like crazy. So you want to disable that. If you have a lower end PC, disable overlay altogether. If you have a higher end or medium PC, you can keep it on and it should not change your frames per second at all. But yes, that is how you set that up. Now the last little key bit I'll show you guys. If you right click on yourself, you'll normally see a register option, which sadly I've already registered myself, so this really sucks in this tutorial. But yeah, you'll see a register user and then it will register you to that person. Other cool thing I'll show you guys is how to add a comment to yourself on the Mumble. You can see how I have set up a little picture and some comments and stuff like that. Right click, you go to change comment. In my server, it is required on your comment to either put your rank in there. If you do not put your rank, then your rank will be listed in front of your name when you log into the server itself. And then you can put a picture or something in there. It's pretty cool. The only thing is it has to be 64 kilobytes for whatever picture. You just click on this icon and then take it from your desktop and plug it in. Click apply or OK, and then you have a new comment. How to get an avatar is you click self and then you click change avatar, and it has to be 64 kilobytes. There are like some images that will screw up and won't allow you to use. I don't know all of them, but GIF images, they don't move and stuff like that, so yeah, sadly to say. But yes, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in the next episode.